So our team comes from a really wide range of backgrounds, from maths to history to biology and psychology, and we've arranged ourselves into two teams. One is the strategic analytics team and the other is the strategic change team, and I'm the head of the change team. We've got a very, very diverse staff, but we're united by one thing, which is to make a difference, which is to have an impact on the health and social care system through the application of analysis and the application of evidence.
And it's for a number of reasons: the people, the type of work we get to do, and how we go about our business. Every single member of our team, I think, is just fabulous. They've got such a diversity of abilities and knowledge and experience, and they're just a great team because we recruit on values. If you get through to interview stage, then you're good enough to be in the strategy unit from an academic perspective. What's actually important is the values that you bring to the place, to each other, how we interact with each other, and also to how we interact with our clients. And fundamentally, the reason why we're all here to actually do something that changes something, that improves something for our communities, for our families and our friends, because that's what the health service is about.
So I joined the strategy unit as a graduate analyst, and my degree was in physics. Before that, I did some temporary roles, including teaching for a little while.
So I joined the strategy unit 3 years ago as a graduate healthcare analyst, and prior to that I'd completed my Masters in exercise physiology.
Before joining the SU, I did mathematics university and graduated in the mid-90s when there was actually a bit of a recession on, so I applied at that point for jobs that didn't require experience and ended up in an analytics role. Since then, obviously, going back quite a while, over 20 years ago, I've worked for a couple of large acute trusts, a couple of PCTs as commissioners, and ended up working for the SU more recently as my analytics career's progressed.
About 10 years ago, I did a BSc in biomedical science, and then I went on to work for a social research company for 5 years, and then I came into NHS and worked in research governance. After that, I went on to work in cancer clinical trials, and then I took on a Masters in Public Health, which led me to here, and then 2 years later, I was promoted to senior consultant.
So I enjoyed the degree of freedom we have within most of our projects. We have the opportunity to solve problems, come up with our own solutions, learn new methods. For instance, I picked up a number of statistical and machine learning methods while I've been here, as well as learning 2 programming languages.
I enjoy the variety of projects I get to work on. It exposes me to different problems, different clients, and it allows me to use different methods to solve them.
I would say there's a few things that I enjoy about my role. I particularly enjoy the opportunity to learn new techniques. I think that the analytics here is a step above the trust and the commissioning experience that I've had. I also really enjoy the personal relationships. I think that that's really important for me. Colleagues and talking to them, working with them, that's something that I value here.
About my role and working here is that I get to kind of recognise people's experiences, whether it be stakeholders, staff or patients, and apply those to addressing complex challenges that impact the health of our communities. And I can do that with the kind of freedom to think of innovative solutions and pull on the wealth of knowledge that we have access to here at the SU.
So I find there are 2 types of projects that are rewarding to work on. The first is projects that are intellectually stimulating. So that might involve a big data wrangling task and then some statistical modelling after that. The other type of project that's rewarding is one where the context is such that it means everyone involved is highly energised to make a difference to the quality of care.
So I really enjoyed working on the paediatric palliative care project, which was a descriptive analysis which focused upon children with life-limiting conditions. This piece of work was a really high-impact piece of work that we hope will drive change across the West Midlands for paediatric palliative care services.
I don't really have a favourite project. I have projects that I like, that I've enjoyed more than others. I think every project offers a positive, so sometimes it's about establishing a relationship with a new client or a particular technique. Or sometimes just the feedback is certainly valuable to me when we've received feedback from a client, either informally or formally through our surveys that we do when a project's finished. That positive feedback's really nice.
My favourite project that I worked on here was an evaluation looking at an innovation to address mental health crisis, and I was able to kind of conduct different approaches, so focus groups and interviews, and triangulated that with evidence to kind of show the impact of the innovation.
They're all amazing quotes, really, which are testimony to the quality of the work that was undertaken, the impact it had on decision makers and their thought processes, and ultimately recognising really that the strategy was seen as a partner and a collaborator in addressing some difficult challenges or decisions that were being faced. So that to me is one way to determine the impact of the strategy unit. I think the other thing is the extent to which people turn to the strategy unit for advice and support is also a recognition of its impact.
So we've got a really great team and we're a well-established unit. We're in really high demand, which is why we're recruiting. And looking into the future, we see a world of big data, of integration between services, of population health management, a whole series of things that mean we think we're going to be in high demand for many years to come. And so we're after some really talented individuals to join the team and to help us on that journey.